Greetings everyone, hey, a warm welcome to you all. Thanks for joining me guys, because this is the December reading for you all. It's a great time of the year to go back and review what's happened, given it's the end of the year. It's also a really good time to make some decisions about what not to bring forward in terms of things to let go. It's a good time to also plan your intentions for the new year that is just around the corner, so for 2019 coming. It can be a really good time to also look back on the year and see the things that you have done well, or that you have achieved or set into place, and reward yourself for that, and remember to congratulate yourself on how far you may have come in certain areas of your life. And if there are other things that you want to uplift or to start or to carry on, this is a good time, as I said, to set the intentions and put the plans in place to make sure those activities happen. So I have had recent finger surgery on a sort of a node that needed to be removed, and it has made shuffling the cards a little bit difficult. So for this month we're going to do a different format. I've learned how to improvise and to connect with the, sort of psychic or intuitive realm at a different level. So the cards have already been pre-selected for you as we run through them. So it's time to also, another good perspective of the dynamics of December is a celebratory time. Now, not all of you will follow the event of Christmas. It won't mean that much to you, but it is a time, even from a non-religious perspective, of appreciating those around you, of connecting in the realm of love, of showing gratitude, peacefulness and happiness. So I do want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas as well, and may you have safe and happy, prosperous, love-filled and positive energy-filled December, Christmas and festive season. And I want to thank you all for joining the channel and subbing and liking the videos and being part of the program and the journey forward for 2019. So thank you all for that, and let's get into the readings. Much love. So hey there Leos, Leo the Lion, King of the Beasts. This is your private reading, and as you can see it's different than we would normally be doing. I have decided to use these surrender cards. I think it's really pertinent at this time of the year. We are about to surrender 2018 up and move into the 2019 energy. So we need to learn to leave behind the things that we don't want to take with us. If there's negative stuff, thoughts, feelings, energies, anything that we don't want to take forward, you need to learn to leave it behind now. We have a short time left before the end of the year, so how you do it and what you choose to let go of is relevant to how successful 2019 will be for you. So you guys received Surrender to Passion. It says, get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. I did shuffle these cards and draw them before the video, so I have some words and thoughts that I have already connected to intuitively for this. I forgot to tell you, your other cards will be one of these, which is the Morgan Greer Tarot. It's the major arcanas only and the aces, and then you have one card from the Keepers of the Light deck, and that's your final card. It feels to me with this one here that you I got the words fire, as you can see in the card, red, active movement and soaring. You really need to feel into this passion thing. It doesn't have to be sensual passion, although it very much looks like it on the card. This can be passion about life, about your choices you're making, about the direction you're going, about the people you spend time with, about your career, about your health, your finances, your money. It just goes on and on and on. So it's about invoking passion at every level. And when it says look at the red and look at the fire, well, we know that they're your fire signs as well, because you're the fire sign energy, but so is red and so is fire. So it's like doubling up that energy, amping yourself up, pushing yourself further forward, creating more movement. There's something about something that was either stagnating or slowing down, or a brick wall or something slowed up. So you have to now push it and set the fire in your belly going and find that passion for it again, reignite the flame. Now this could be passion in terms of romance as well. So physical relationships with a partner or other people, finding that, no, I don't want to say lust for life, but that's what it's saying in the background. So finding the desire and the fantasies and the, what sets you going, what's making you chase something, what's making you like want it more and more and more. It's that type of feeling that this card is really invoking. So some of the other things was, feel it in your heart, allow new love in, and allow passion to open the door to relationships. So we are definitely talking about potential new relationships, love relationships, as well as others such as friends, family, community, career, etc. It says take your mask off so someone else can see your needs, wants and desires. Connect with others to push a project forward. So there's a part of you that you're hiding perhaps from someone close to you. You need to open up a bit more. You need to share your feelings and thoughts, your desires. You need to let someone get closer to you to allow the establishment of the support and the care and the nurture that deep relationships are able to provide each other. And if you do that, you might find that a relationship that you already have deepens to a much more soulful, spiritual and meaningful level. It might become so much more entwined and provocative as such, enlightening you and creating the passion and the fire. So take that mask off and let people see the real you. If there's something you're hiding from because you're afraid or ashamed, then do some work on that. Do some meditation or some counseling or some therapy, or engage in opening yourself up and becoming more vulnerable and allowing the others to see your pain or your hurt or your loss or your grief. You don't have to stand alone, and you don't have to be that great big proud strong lion all the time. We see lions, they take time out and they have a sleep, and they are very much pack creatures, so they never work solely on their own. They particularly love being part of a group. They have a very strong group ethic. Nurture that with relationships in your life, and understand that we can often become stronger when we are more involved in groups in our life, and that basically being a human is about socializing and having formations of groups at different areas. So the other thing that came through, connect with others to push a project forward. So some of you might be wanting to further a project, whether it's career related or hobbies or passion or a health motivation, but it seems as though other people are going to play a really big role in how you move forward for December in 2019. So it's not about being solitary. Everywhere you're turning at the moment, I'm getting messages about aligning with others, about picking up their support or knowledge or insight or something. So don't try and finish this off alone. If you need to, it could be a project to do with a degree. It could be a project to do with finding a job. It could be a project to do with finding a love interest. So something about other people is going to help broaden your perspectives or your outcome. I also see the heart and under the arm in particular in this card, and I don't know what it is, but for some of you, and this could be more females, you may need to get your breasts checked. So have a mammogram, make sure you're doing self checks on yourself. You or someone may have like breast x-rays. You may need them. You might find there's something there that needs to be taken out or moved out. It could be like a cyst or something, but it could be really prudent to have things checked along those lines. Some of you may have someone you know who is going through a traumatic experience in the health terms with chest or breast issues. This can involve the heart and the lungs as well as the breasts, okay? So it can be a whole different array of those. So yeah, just something to think about there, and it may involve your time and energy as well. But let's see what your next card is from the Morgan Greer, and it's the Judgment card, and that's pretty amazing because she's there with her arm up and they're here with their arms up, and that's my if you're wondering, that's my finger that's all on a big bandage here, which is why I can't shuffle the cards particularly well. But yeah, so we're doubling up on this message about this area of the body under the arms, the lymph glands or something. But the Judgment card is one that I quite like, as some people don't like it. I find it really powerful, and you can see that in the colour of the card. When you see how muted and quiet this card is, and yet how volatile and active this one is, creating passion. So these people here are like dumbstruck. They feel as if they've been going in a certain direction, and they're suddenly awakened to what they've been missing, all this time. So they've been missing information, key information or insight or awareness, and they're finally hearing it, and it seems to come through the heavens. So sometimes this comes from your celestial helpers like angels or your spirit guides, or through meditation or prayer. It can also come through via synchronistic events. So pay attention to all of the messages that you receive on these journeys and through any means, because these could be insights into how to solve situations or move forward with these new projects that I keep hearing about you guys. I also, with this card, sometimes think of hearing issues, so things going on with your head. Like some of you might even have ringing in the ears or tinnitus, or some sort of headaches that you want to get fixed or cured or moved on as well. The Judgment card does talk to us about, primarily, as I've mentioned, finding an epiphany or an aha movement and moment, and it tells us that we will be shifting direction, shifting our values, shifting our perspective. And it's a kind of quite a powerful one, especially coming up to this beginning of the new year. So something could come to you quite suddenly through this passion or this insight or this firing up the belly. Oh, and what did I say before? I said fire and red. What is this? Red fire again. So you see the synchronicities tying in when we get to deeper values or deeper understandings within the messages and the cards. And I do kind of implore all of you to take these readings and ponder upon them yourself and apply them to your own personal lives, and really think about the messages that come through so that you can extrapolate it out and extend it and understand to a deeper level how beneficial the messages are and how you can utilize them. So yeah, powerful there for you guys, Leo. So let's see what your last card is, the Keeper of the Light. The Divine Director, Intervention and Purpose. Well, what's the Judgment card if it's not that? Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. So let me just find the words for the Divine Director. The Divine Director is a facet of the heart of the Creator. According to New Thought teaching, his energy is merged directly with God's divine plan so that we can access it and understand on a deeper level what will support our true function, which is to be happy. The Divine Director works directly with angels, and in particular guardian angels, so that they can fulfill their role of supporting the earth and all of her people. Right now, your angels are reminding you that your divine purpose on earth is to remember love and do what makes you happy. And that's what passion is. Divine intervention is taking place at this time. Well, yep, we've sort of said that. What is occurring in your life is providing a real learning curve for your soul. You are becoming aware of a sense of purpose in your life. It gives you a sense of joy. It's something that brings you pleasure rather than something you have to work for. Know that your career can complement your purpose, but not define it. But the path you are on at this time is right, and the universe is encouraging you to move forwards. So a nice way to finish for you guys, Leo, you've got plenty of the kind of bluey, purpley colours coming through as well through both of those cards. So maybe something to ponder upon as well for colour therapy there, or for thinking of through the top of the head, the crown chakra area, which is again what the Judgment was doing. And I said it often comes from angelic realms up through there, or, you know, synchronistic messages as well. So plenty for you guys to not necessarily aspire to, but I think to be ready to enact on and ready to receive these messages that are coming. So I wish you all a really powerful, activated year as 2019 sails in, and you might want to spend a bit of time in really good contemplative energy to decide what it is that you're so passionate about and what direction you want to take it on. So thank you all for joining me. Remember to check your moon and rising signs. There were bound to be some fabulous messages in there as well. So have a very Merry Christmas and a festive season. Be happy, be merry, and find love with yourself especially, and others, and your great extended intervention and purpose. Much love everyone. Namaste.